Alright, what up everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you with the Survivor Series wrap-up plan as we're sitting here right now as Roman Reigns is sort of still, trying to shake off what happened to him, man. Survivor Series 2015 was a good show. Wasn't a great show. It was fun. I did, start the show very, very late because I worked a later shift. I got off at 10. I got home at 10:30. So, just getting home, I was 2.5 hours behind almost the whole show. Behind on the WWE Network, so I fired it up. I had thoughts of skipping this show, but I think the WWE tournament, more than anything else, finding out who the new champion was going to be, is what lured me into, checking out the show and seeing what was going down. I never got to see what was on the pre-show, and definitely WWE showed that they didn't really care about what was on the pre-show as well, but they surprised us. They already told us there was going to be one 5-on-5 Survivor Series tag team match that was going to be on the show, but they didn't tell us who was going to be in it. They surprised us with another one on the pre-show with a whole bunch of guys, most notably the Dudleys and Goldust making his WWE return after being injured for a long time. They went up against the Cosmic Wasteland, Miz, and Bo Dallas, basically making it where everybody that I can think of was used on the pay-per-view. No Darren Young for some reason. I don't know why, but I guess they just only had so many spots. But WWE never told us anything about it, so I don't really know what happened. They didn't even put over the fact that Goldust returned. First match of the pay-per-view ended up being Roman Reigns going up against Alberto Del Rio. Roman Reigns ended up getting the win after a hard-fought match against Del Rio, where Del Rio would injure Roman Reigns' arm with two of the arm bars, and one of the arm bars that, basically Roman Reigns was trying to shake Alberto Del Rio free when he strengthened up his arm, picked up Del Rio, and then tried to shake him over the top rope out of the ring, which it ended up putting more stress on the arm, and I think ended up really being a factor of the match. Dean Ambrose beat Kevin Owens in somewhat of a shocker. Very, very good match with both of these guys going at it. Dean Ambrose just hit the Dirty Deeds almost out of the middle of nowhere, and we had ourselves a tournament final set up with Roman Reigns going up against Dean Ambrose. The match that I skipped of the night ended up being the 5-on-5 traditional Survivor Series match. Ryback, the Usos, the Lucha Dragons going up against the New Day, Sheamus, and King Barrett. Off the top of my head in my pay-per-view preview, I ended up saying that this was probably going to be the team, saying New Day, Sheamus, and King Barrett being the 5 heels that have been being used on television as of late. One thing leads to another. Sheamus ends up being left in the ring against one of the Usos, Ryback, and Kalisto, and they ended up getting the win over Sheamus. A weird ultimate survival there with that. I can understand that maybe they let the Usos stand strong, or the Lucha Dragons, but they only have one member of each team, and then Ryback be in there. It was kind of weird. It was what it was, though. Charlotte got the win over Paige with the figure 8. The match was clean. They had that weird spot where Paige was up on the guardrail taunting the Phillips Arena crowd. Charlotte stood up on the guardrail and delivered a 1-foot spear that was supposed to be one of the most devastating moves. But a very physical match from the Divas, possibly one of the most physical matches that we've ever seen in the Divas division, and one of the things that we've really been looking forward to with the Divas Revolution. So the match was all right. It just wasn't great. Tyler Breeze beat Dolph Ziggler in a match that went very, very fast. Undertaker and Kane fought off all 4 members of the Wyatts. It was a 2-on-2 tag match, which it's going to be written in stone as, the Brothers of Destruction, Undertaker and Kane going up against Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper. But right off the bat, Undertaker and Kane hit a double choke slam on Eric Rowan, eliminating him. Brothers of Destruction, Undertaker and Kane also hit a double choke slam on Braun Strowman, putting him through the announcer's table when he tried to get physical in the match. Then coming back into the ring, Undertaker and Kane were laid out by Luke Harper, only for them to do the sit-up, surprise them, and attack them with their own choke slams, laying out Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper in the ring, for Undertaker to scoop up Luke Harper, hit the tombstone, and get the 1-2-3, celebrating the 25 years of Undertaker, and Undertaker gets the big win in this match. Most notably, we see Braun Strowman going through the announce table, and we see Undertaker pinning Luke Harper. So Bray Wyatt not affected in either one of those, but it looks like they might be setting up a tables match or some sort of a match for TLC. Then we move on to the main event, which ends up being Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose in a very, very fast-paced, very rushed match, almost more rushed than the Tyler Breeze versus Dolph Ziggler match, with Roman Reigns hitting a spear on Dean Ambrose in order to get the 1-2-3 and become a WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And then right out of SummerSlam 2013, I'm going to guess, and I might be wrong, we have the remake of Daniel Bryan winning the WWE Championship by beating John Cena. We see Roman Reigns beat Dean Ambrose. We see them have a moment of sort of celebrating the win. Dean Ambrose putting over Roman, and them showing that when they did show a little bit of I don't want to call it bad sportsmanship, but a little bit of just balls by, they shoved each other in the head, sort of I'm sick of you, right now, when both of them were fed up that neither one could beat the other guy. They came back together to show the Shield is as strong as ever, which is good to keep that unit together. We see him leave, only for Triple H to come out. Roman Reigns attacks Triple H with a spear, only to turn around and have Sheamus giving him a boot to the face. Match starts where it's Sheamus against Roman Reigns, with Sheamus cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase. Once that starts, we see Sheamus delivering another brogue kick, laying out Roman Reigns, getting the 1-2-3. And as the pay-per-view ends, we see Triple H walking out over Sheamus's shoulder, giving him pretty much the seal of approval. I don't know where they're going, if he's going to be in the Authority, if he's going to, join Evolution like the rumors were years ago, but that's your champion, Sheamus, WWE World Heavyweight Champion, going into Monday Night Raw tomorrow night. Where does Roman get his title shot?